Hey, how y'all doing? Welcome back to Felsburn. This is our Let's Play series, and we've had a lot of changes. I have, let's show you here. I've ran it on for a few days since Tuesdays when we bought the field. Bought the new field, that was the last episode. You know, these are game days. And we've been running along. I've been running along Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, and then today. So, 1, 2, 3 days, and then we're back on the 4th day here for an update. How the farm's coming here. We've been doing fairly well. You know, we bought the field, and we got a pretty good harvest. We got 88,000, 96,000. Thursday we had a big day. These were both soybeans, and this was canola. Friday we didn't get a harvest sold. But we'll sell it today. The timing just didn't work out on it. We spent a lot of money. And we've got some new changes because there's a big new vehicle expenditure up here, and that would be a second harvester. Yep, we went and bought a second combine. It is smaller. It's still a pretty decent combine, you know, but it only ran us 130,000. Yeah, this guy. It only ran us 130,000 to get the second harvester. We sold a bunch of equipment that we weren't going to use, and that we aren't using. We sold the silage bunker, or silo, whatever you call it, and we are now we have 2 of our large seed drills, so that we can try to double our speed down. And I said I was going to run it on a good bit. Make a little bit of money, and I did. And we've made, I've pretty much been doing the rinse and repeat with the soybeans and now canola. I did it with soybeans twice, and I did it with canola. This is the second canola harvest. Last time we made 115,000, so we should do fairly well again this time. At least that's the plan. And I've got some big plans coming to the farm. We're ready to start making some changes here. We did extend field 18 all the way to the road and field 19 all the way to the road on one side. I'm thinking about extending field 19 all the way over the hill and getting just a little bit more out of it. But hopefully, we already have one full trailer of canola over there, 21,000 liters of canola over there. I'm just going to get the second trailer filled up. And we still only have 2 tractors, and we have 2 trailers, and we have 2 sowers. And as soon as we get all the harvesting done, we'll put this New Holland to work on the sower also. See, there's our case diligently working away. And is that a flash? Is he at 80? No, he's not at 80%. That was just another flash. His beacons aren't on. But we're only working in our first 2 fields, and we've already pulled a trailer load plus what we have here. Last time we did canola, we got 2 full sets. You know, we can haul 42,000 with both of our trailers. We got 2 full sets of canola plus an extra 10,000 liters. So we harvested 94,000 liters. And just as before I was about to start the video, it did an autosave and crashed on me. So my session numbers aren't quite right, but we could see it in our total here. Make sure we stay out of the way. You know, and I wasted a little money on landscaping, terraforming at the end of that field, and I just didn't do a real good job at it. Just spent some money and, you know, not so well. That's why I said I just started this session, but I'd actually been running this session for a long time. But I had a crash. See, it doesn't show us. I wish it would break it down by how much time we've actually, you know, like which crop we have done the most and stuff like that. You know, a bunch of contracts. We're not interested in any of this. We're going without contracts. We have no animals yet, but hopefully that will change by the next episode. That is my plan, at least. And where are we going here? Yeah, see, canola's tanked because we've sold so much of it. I was selling it at 1,300 last time. We probably should have went back with soybeans, but it is what it is. You know, we'll get about 1,200 or 1,100 a liter for it. won't be the greatest harvest, but it should be enough. Where in the world is this guy going? Alright, I think he got lost. We're gonna get rid of him. We gotta finish off this last little bit ourselves and get him moved over to the other big field. I wanted to save our money and be able to really push forward, but with just having one seeder and one combine, it was taking me like in real hours. It was taking like 2.5, 3 hours to plant or to harvest. And because we do the cover crop, it took that long to do each one. And I had to double down on it and really get it. We can see twice as fast now. We got 2 identical. We did not pick that stuff up. Is there a problem? Well, that's a little strange. I guess it's just the ground there is a little off. I'll have to run back up there and pick it up going the other way. But anyway, that's how we're coming along here on Felsburg. I've got some big plans for what I want to do next. This harvest should give me enough money to get it started. And the first thing we really need is a grain silo. I'm probably going to need to run 2 more harvests. After this harvest, I will definitely be able to get a grain silo, and then we're going to change it up. The small field here is going to become oats, and we'll continue using the 3 large fields for our profit fields. At least that's my plan. That's my plan for now. Buy a small grain silo, set it up there by our maintenance shed, and we're going to put oats here. Once we get a full field of oats harvested, which should be a few thousand, probably 5,000 or so on this field, we will be able to get some horses, and that's what I want to get to. Horses are extremely profitable. I've actually loaded up a mod called Horse Helper, which all he does is it does the horse riding for you every day. But it's not free. You got to pay the guy to do it. And he charges you $300 a day to train the horses. So it's like hiring a horse trainer. I think it's a really cool mod. But you can, the setup on horses cost a lot. We're probably going to end up spending $150, almost $200,000 after we buy a silo, which is going to cost us $110,000. So I feel like we really need a silo. I mean, I guess we could cheat and just buy a trailer and get the horses back quicker. Get horses, get animals back quicker. But my idea is I want to get a small horse paddock, and then probably a chicken coop and a second small horse paddock. I didn't really like the sheep. I don't think they were worth the amount of work you have to do to them. I hope from what I've seen, the chickens seem to be pretty profitable because they only require a week. You got to go over there 10 times a day and clean their food enclosure part, but other than that, I don't think it's that bad. It seems like the chickens are really well. The eggs do extremely well, so. But I want to get horses going first because it will, in the long run, it's not a short game. It takes 10 days to fully train a horse, and by me adding up the cost and everything with the horses, for each one, the horse costs you about $5,000. You're going to spend about $5,000 taking care of it. So every horse you buy and fully trained, you should make around $40,000 profit on each horse after 10 days. So We won't be able to fill our horse paddock to begin with, but I think we'll be able to do it slowly. The horses are all about the end game. There's no intermediate product to sell. You just got to buy them, train them, sell them, buy new ones, and continually train them. But they are very profitable when we do get it going. So I'm going to be happy to get that going, because as I'm turning over these fields and purchasing other land, buying new machinery, and working the farm part of it, the horses will just keep going for us. And all we have to do is keep growing some grain for them. Or not grain, but the oats. I just want to cut this guy a little bit of space here, and then we're going to turn him loose, and we got to grab the trailer and go get everybody empty. They have a little bit of trouble with the incline here. Right there at the end of the field, right where it meets the road. They have a little bit of trouble with it. Yeah, they both have full grains. This guy's got a harvester, a cedar right on his tail, so let's finish him off first. We'll get him moved over, and then we'll go catch the other one. So, there we go. Let's get rid of that worker. This is really, it's the first time we bought the harvester, the second harvester, and the second seeder after about halfway through the day before the last harvest, and it really made an impact in our ability to plant and harvest. So I'm excited to really get it going today and see how much time we can cut off. It was taking a very long time. Get everything done. So it looks like the seeder will be right behind the combine as soon as it gets done. It's down for some reason. We're gonna get both our combines are running. The big combine will definitely get finished with 19, or it should get finished with 19 before 18 gets done, but we'll just send it over there and let it help. I've got to get back on my cardio. Ooh, I've only got room for okay. Well, now we have a problem. My grain trailer is only going to hold 900 more liters, and that small one's going to have to wait on us to get back. Yeah, he's slapped full. That's the thing about that small combine, is it only holds like 4,000 or 4,500, 4,600 liters, somewhere in there. So we're gonna try to get him a bit of space here, and then we'll have to go dumb. He probably won't make it anywhere though. We'll have to go to the sell point. See if he'll carry on and get more 900 liters. No, he won't. Unless he's been completely emptied, he won't carry on. So we're just going to get rid of the worker. That way we're not paying him to sit there. And we need to go grab our other trailer and get over to the sell point. Get this carted off, get a nice harvest in, and get another one in. Oh, I hate that. As soon as we get the money, I will be fixing the, come through and smooth all these corners around. So we can quit having jumps every time we pull up next to the yard. So, there we go. Get down here. Now, let's see. Where's the best place for going? At the grain mill. Oh, I'm just on the other side of 14. Okay. It's a shorter haul than we've been having. Last time I've been having to go to the Port Northwest and Grain Mill East, I think it is. Those are pretty long karting trips. This little New Holland, this little what is this, T5 I think, T6. It's only got 175 horsepower, and it struggles a little bit when you're hauling 42,000 liters of grain. And it definitely struggles. So. But, like I said, we're not going to get near as much as we did yesterday, because I had like a $1,300 per 1,000 liters. So. We should still have a good enough to get our horses going. I think we'll be good enough to get our horses going. If I could drive, I would be doing a lot better today. Luckily, I have them all set to dump to the left. I thought I did. No, we'll have to tip this one to the right. Alright, I see our money going up here. Get it where we can see it real well. Oh yes, nice, good, plentiful harvest. Oh yeah, we like her good. Let's see what we're gonna get. 49,000. Now that's a harvest. Now we'll have a whole another trip, and then probably just a bit after that. By the time it's all said and done. So, just shy of $50,000 on that harvest, and we should come close to it. We should make at least another 50. The price will go down a bit by the time we get it up here, but I'll be happy. We'll get $100,000 worth of harvest today, which is always good. An extra $100,000 in the account, so a wonderful thing. We are going to lose some of our field here, some of our field 20, where I plowed it up to the barn, because we're going to have to put our horse paddock there, but okay, he's not done yet. Like I say, he missed a strip, but he's not done yet. We need to get back over and get our little harvester emptied and get him going. The big one's making good headway over there. I'm probably going to go empty him out too. Let's get in here. Didn't quite park close enough. Doesn't really matter which trailer I fill up. He's already made at least 2 passes. He's probably got 4,000 or 5,000 on him now too. So this little harvester isn't as fast and isn't as powerful, but it's really cutting down our harvest time. That should be my sower. And no, sir, you are not done. You're almost done. The big harvester's almost full. All these helpers are keeping you busy. Let's run over and got our cover crop. Got a big field here, field 11 harvested. Get our little harvester going and try to get this wrapped up. Alright, go. Come on, little harvester. You can always tell it's not near as powerful as the big one. Alright. Get our little worker working there. We need to get over here and get to our big harvester. He's got about 8,000 to drop on us. Train filling up here. He was full. He was about to shut down. Still isn't in. There we go. Yeah, if we were running a high yield, like a wheat or a barley, we would be, we'd have trouble keeping up with the carting. Definitely have trouble keeping it. Stay out of its way. The helpers are doing good. They, with the latest patch, they improved the helpers work on uneven fields that aren't square. Like this one doesn't have a square edge on it. This one right here in front of us doesn't have a square edge. A little bit of lag there. But they improved the way they work on these square edges, and they seem to get on and off the field better, so you can cut a smaller headland if you need to. Used to, I'd have to cut at least 2 wide there. They've never really had problems with this, and it's the transition. It's hard to see with the grass, but you see the hard line there where the road is put in? It's the transition on and off that they have a little bit of trouble with here and there. But it seems like the last harvest and sowing and this one has gone pretty well. They haven't been stuck the whole time. So I think the new patch is a big improvement to them. You know. But now that we have our money, I think we need to start looking at some placeables. There are several things we need to get. Well, let's take a look real quick. Let's take a look at silos. Because, see, I have it set where we can put a silo here, and we can lower it down so it doesn't deform the terrain as bad. And that's where we can put the silo. So we might as well just square it up, put it right there. Okay. Let's back out of that, and let's look at some animal pens real quick. That collides with an object everywhere you put it. This is the chicken pen. You know, I'd have to go behind there. Okay, so we could put a chicken pen there. Now, I think that is, okay, yep, the feed trough is that way, which is not the way we want it. Don't really want to raise it up or lower it, to be honest with you. Kind of just want it to exist like that, maybe. So it would cost 40,000 to put the chickens down there. Okay. I don't think we're quite ready for that yet. Now, if I read. If I remember this correctly, it says we can only own 16 horses. Let's see, where was it? Forestry. Horses. You can own up to 16 horses. So, If you buy a large paddock, you can't just have several of them. You can only have 16 horses, from the way it reads. Now, a large paddock is 90. What's that going to cost me? It's going to be 95,000 versus 50. So if I don't buy the big one now, it's going to cost me at least $5,000 more to add it, and it's going to take up more space. So I think we just need to buy the large paddock now. And I want it about there. So we are now the owners of a horse paddock. We got to go empty our little harvester out. Now we do need a few more things. We have straw, we have hay for our first load of horses. We have bale spikes. I probably won't do hay for a while. We have a lot of hay, 60-some thousand in the barn. From where we originally did it. That's why I wanted to, make it early while we were cutting grass and making hay and all of that. I wanted to keep the hay. It was because I knew I would eventually want horses, and it would help me to go ahead and have hay going. So, if this little combine isn't near as fast, or it's not as wide, it doesn't hold as much, but for $130, for $130,000. It really does help. Because it did the small field and most of this one. And that one's not done yet either, so. It's definitely worth the $100,000. I think we'll keep pretty low hours on it. And it's only going to run maybe 1 or 1.5 fields before the big harvester gets over to finish it. So. I think we will do okay here. Where is our big harvester? We might as well go ahead and offload him too while we're at it. Should be coming over the hill looking at us here. Yep, there he is. Tell our little New Holland here is put some work in. The hour meter on the bottom right hand corner down here, the 25.3 hours is actual hours. It's IRL hours. It's actual in real life hours. This tractor's got 23 and a half. So it's definitely done some work for us. The case is probably catching up rather quick because all the time it's spent so. Okay, back trailer's full. Coasting along with them here. Get them emptied out. Whoa. It's about 2,000 a run back and forth the field. 2, 3, 4. The big harvester should make it to the end of the field without needing to be emptied. Should. Small one's just going to keep bumping away. He's doing his thing. Probably wouldn't hurt to go check on them. Because we need to set these trailers down, and we need to get a water trailer and get it full and get some horses in. And then we're going to plant oats on our other field over here. I'm going to be a little picky by the way I plant them. I'm going to have to get a meadow roller and clean that field up a little bit. Get it down to a smaller size for the oats. I think. I don't know. I may just micromanage it myself. I'm not quite sure yet. But anyway, you'll have to come back and see how that works out. So, like I said, we're turning good profits, and we put a big capex expenditure right there for our horses, and hopefully, it's going to pay off for us. In the long run, the horses will definitely make us buku of money. Um, we just got to spend the initial 200,000 to get them going. We should get back about 60,000 or about 600,000 at the end of it. So I'm going to keep running this on, and next time you come back, we'll have horses, and we'll be having them trained, and we'll have oats growing, and we'll have to sort out whether we're going to have a silo or whether we're going to have to cheat a little bit and use one of our, maybe, just buy a trailer to hold the oats in for now or something. Which is not too bad of an idea. It'll save us probably, 90,000 or better. So, but anyway, appreciate y'all watching. If you liked it, leave me a comment, hit the like button, subscribe maybe, and we'll see y'all later.